Your body is so different that we don't know which is the best applicator to use on your particular shape or where that fatty tissue lays on your body. So there are 5 different CoolSculpting applicators. There are 5, but there are 15 areas in the body that we can actually work on. Now, some of those applicators will be great on the abdomen, but there are some applicators that we would never use on the abdomen. So the first applicator is what we call the Cool Advantage. It's a small applicator, but interestingly, it has 3 shapes. Those 3 shapes are for the core of the body, which is in the center. Then you have one that's shaped for the curve of the waist. So that's a sharper curve, and we would just use that one on the side of the body. The third one is what we call a flat one, and those are for pockets of tissue that lay vertically. So vertically along the abdomen or even on the insides of the thighs, we would use that one because there's no curve. If you think about the inside of the thigh, there's no curve there if you're looking up and down. So depending on the size of the tissue, where it's located, will determine which of these we would use. Another applicator is the large applicator. So as you can imagine, it holds a lot more tissue. So women that have a larger bulk of tissue, especially in the abdominal area or around the side, sometimes we can use that large applicator and it actually gets a lot more tissue, which is good because if we have an opportunity to get the tissue in that large applicator, we're gonna do it because it gets 2.5 times the amount that the small one does. So bang for your buck, the larger one is always where you wanna go if you can have enough tissue to get it in there. So that's where we use the large one. The next one is the mini, and the mini fits right here. This is what it's designed for, and it'll either fit this way on your face or we do them overlapping like this, or sometimes if the pocket is just small enough, one little mini. The other places that we might use the mini might be on the sides of the knees, or maybe a little pouch of fat right here next to the bra, or maybe a little underarm or on the back. So whenever there's a little piece of tissue somewhere, that's where we'll use that mini. Now there's another one that's called a Petite. The Petite applicator is a little bit smaller than the small. We often will use those on the arms, so the underarm area between the armpit and the elbow. So that's for kind of an in-between area. And then the last one is called the Smooth applicator, and this one we use on the outer thighs, because we can't pinch that, but we need to be able to freeze it. So it has to lay on a flat surface. There's no curve really involved in that. So those are the 5 applicators, and that's why we need to see you, because I don't know which combination of applicators to use. Is it 2 larges and 2 smalls? Is it a flat and a petite? Is it a mini and a large and a small? We don't know, but your body's like a canvas, and we're like the artists. And so we use our tools to be able to create that body that looks and feels wonderful to you.